Right, what's up guys, JJ Richards here. Welcome to episode 3 of my UK gym tour series. So today we've come to a gym in Gloucester called the Grow Room. However, it is now known as the Grow Tent, which you can see behind me. That is the actual gym. So I did visit the Grow Room about 2 years ago, but I believe they had a fire. End of last year I think it was a sunbed fire. So they've improvised, adapt, overcame, got a big massive marquee, and they've put all of the equipment in there. So on a beautiful day like this, I'm actually quite looking forward to going in there, trying it out. I know they've got some new bits of kit as well that they've got over lockdown. So today we're probably going to hit hamstrings and shoulders, so a bit of a weird one, but I don't just want to do shoulders, so I want to use some of the hamstring kit and benefit from some of the leg equipment as well. So we're going to go in there now guys, we're going to smash out a decent workout. Right, so they've actually got some really cool little bits of strongman kit outside. Might finish off the session with a bit of HIIT cardio. Might do some strongman training instead. Farmers walks as well.
Don't trip.
It's actually really heavy. That's cool. How's it going, mate? You okay? Yeah, good. I was messaging somebody earlier about coming in for a session today. Is it cool? That's perfect. Right, so I've just had a look around trying to look at all the kit they've got. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some hamstrings. So we're going to start with hamstrings and then finish off with some shoulders. It'd be rude to travel like 45 minutes to come to a gym and only train shoulders. So first exercise what we're going to do is we're doing this single leg hamstring curl. So I don't quite know the make of the machine because it's unbranded, but it feels quite nice. So we're probably going to do 3 exercises for hamstrings, and then we'll do maybe 4 or 5 different exercises for shoulders. So I want to try a few of the machines out because I've got quite a good selection of kit. You can tell it's kind of been in an outdoor setting for quite a while because it is starting to look a bit rusty and it is starting to look a bit tatty, but they've improvised with the situation they've got, and it's actually quite a cool environment. They've got quite a good selection of different kit. You know, they've probably got 4 or 5 different leg presses, they've got a couple of different hack squats, so they have got a really good variety. So I'm quite keen to check out some of the shoulder machines and see what they've got, but right now we're going to smash up some hamstrings.
I'm a stone cold killer, I'm a billionaire. I got my own gold digger. If I wasn't this way, I'd rather die. Did it die, yeah. Did it die. Did it die. I'm a stone cold killer, I'm a billionaire. I got my own gold digger. If I wasn't this way, I'd rather die. Did it die. Wait. Did it die. Wait. Did it die? Whatever you want, I'll be whatever you want. Just tell me you love me or not, whatever it costs. I know I'm talking a lot, there's something I gotta get off. Don't wanna be this no more, I don't wanna drink no more. Always gotta do the most, thinking that I'm insecure. Really should've listened more, but I don't of course. I'm an asshole, I'm a good guy.
Right, so exercise number 2, we're going to use the Cybex leg curl. And what I was talking about, you can kind of see that unfortunately the humidity and the outside elements have taken a bit of a battering on the kit, but still works, it's still really smooth. So this Cybex hamstring curl, the only slight issue you have is at that point of contraction, you tend to find that the weight and the load drops off a little bit, and I'll show you why. So, for example, when you're pulling down, the weight drops off here, whereas the cam should really kind of come up and around, and then what it would do, it'd give you more contraction because there'd be more weight loaded onto the hamstrings at the bottom of the movement. So it's really nice about the first like 2/3 of the movement, but at that peak contraction the weight does drop off a little bit, but it's still quite a nice machine. So we're going to do 3 sets on this. We're going to do a field set, then we're going to do a working set, and then we're going to do a drop set for the third set.
I'm the worst type.
Tell you everything that you heard, right? Just so I can fuck on the first night. Feel like I'm losing hope, running from coast to coast. I don't know where to go, this all I've ever known.
I'm a stone cold killer, I'm a billionaire. I got my own gold digger. If I wasn't this way, I'd rather die.
So the third and final movement we did then for hamstrings was a wide stance leg press. Now I find if you pre-exhaust your hamstrings first and you do this towards the end of the session, you target your hamstrings so much more than just hitting your quads. So the aim is to have your feet in a nice wide position and also have them placed quite high on the foot pad as well. And make sure the movement's quite slow and controlled to make sure that you're really getting it in the hamstrings and you're not pushing from the quads. But this machine was quite nice. Again, it never had a brand on it. I think it was kind of a replica of the Techno Gym leg press, but overall it was quite a nice machine to use. This one I wasn't too keen on. So this was like a plate loaded side lateral raise. Now for me, the weight plate should be placed lower on the arms because when you get to the top, the weight completely drops off. So I didn't really feel it too much in the shoulders, if I'm honest with you. They also had like a seated version as well, but I gave that a go, but I really didn't get along with it, so I avoided doing that. This was the Panatta shoulder press machine. Now there's not that many Panatta pieces of equipment in the UK. I do apologise for I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, but this was a really nice machine to use actually. It was really good for targeting the shoulders. Again, quite humbling. I had 3.5 plates on either side and it felt really heavy. So for this working set we just did 8 reps and then we did a back off set where I just had 2 plates and did 15. But it was nice to try this Panatta kit. And I know there's quite a lot of gyms in the UK now that have got a lot of this kit in there, which I will be trying out as well, because I think this was quite an old school shoulder press machine. So moving on then to the next exercise, this was just a good old fashioned side lateral raise using dumbbells. I didn't quite feel like I hit my medial delt enough using that machine, so I wanted to make sure I finished it off with using some dumbbells. I was suffering a little bit with some tendonitis in the forearms, so I only managed to actually do 2 sets of a front raise. As you can see, form is a little bit sloppy on these ones, but I was just trying to mitigate the pain that I was getting in my forearms. And that was it for the shoulder and hamstring session. So this gym is kind of like a museum for old school gym equipment. So they've got the chain loaded Nautilus leg extensions. They've got some really old school Cybex machines in there. So I definitely think I need to pay a visit once all the kits move back inside rather than the situation that is at the moment. But it was actually really busy. It's probably one of the busiest gyms I've been to in a long time, considering we've just come out of a lockdown. But other than that, it was a really good session. Really enjoyed it, and we'll definitely be back again.
Yeah.
Feel like I'm losing hope, running from coast to coast. I don't know where to go, this all I've ever known.
I'm a stone cold killer, I'm a billionaire. I got my own gold digger. If I wasn't this way, I'd rather die.
No.
Did it die?
Wait.
Did it die?
Wait.
Did it die? I'm a stone cold killer, I'm a billionaire. I got my own gold digger. If I wasn't this way, I'd rather die. Did it die?
I think the Stoltman brothers aren't going to be scared after they see that.
They know I did drugs and think that I'm up. Little do they know I never could stop. My manager hate when I'm pulling